What's up, everybody? Once again, it is time for Funko News. This edition of Funko News was recorded late night, February 22nd, 2019. For starters here, focusing on what is available right now, the Dr. Facilier mask is a box lunch exclusive, which does have a glow-in-the-dark chase variant. So if you order that on their website, which at the time of this recording, they still had it online, then you do get a chance at that glow-in-the-dark chase. Also, you see here the latest Betty Boop pops, which do include Angel Betty Boop and Devil Betty Boop, have become available. The latest Marvel Pez is available. That does include Wolverine, Beast, Ghost Rider, and Classic Ant-Man. There has been a restock on GameStop's website for Alex Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. So if you missed out on that exclusive previously, then you do get another chance at it now. The Joker, based off of the death of the family, that one has been dropping on and off of Hot Topic's website. If you've not caught up to it on the website, just keep checking for a restock, or of course you can look for it in Hot Topic if you have a location near you. To the right here, you see two FYE exclusives that are available now. That does include Carol Danvers in her flight suit, and then also the Funkos of the Meeseeks there from Rick and Morty. Another figure that is available right now is the Invisible John Cena pop, which is available on the WWE shop. Now, I've heard some mixed things about their shipping. Some people have had great experiences, some people have had negative experiences, and that really goes for any retailer though. So, you take a chance regardless, but I just wanted to put it out there that it is available right now on the WWE shop. Also, Rainbow Unicorn is still available, and that is a Disney shop exclusive, which was in the Disney parks and may still be available in the Disney parks. It was originally incorrectly priced, but they did fix that, and people that paid the extra $5 for it are going to get that refunded to them. But again, this is still available right now in the Disney shop at $20, plus the shipping and handling still a bit pricey for a pop, but who knows, maybe this would be one that actually goes up in value. Time will tell. Also, you see here the GameStop exclusive Kingdom Hearts Pop T is available, and the Batman 1995 figure appears to be legit because Entertainment Earth does have it up for pre-order and some other websites as well. So yeah, it looks like that is going to be legit. For right now, it's still just concept art. Of course, once there is an official reveal, then I will share that with you all. On the Funko Shop right now, you can still pick up their latest releases, and that does include Pushinicorn and also the Glitter Light Fury, of course, from the latest How to Train Your Dragon movie, which I really do need to go catch that movie in the theater. I saw the other two, I believe, in the theater. Really love both of them, so I'm looking forward to this third movie as well. But again, these two figures are still available on the Funko Shop right now. Next up here, you see that there is an art contest based off of Coraline, because this year is Coraline's 10th anniversary. So artists can submit a design based off of their favorite moment from the movie, and then they get a chance to win a hand-painted Coraline pop from the creators of the film, Leica Studios. So I will put a link in the description for that contest if you are interested in it. Also here you see the Flock Mufasa and Mufasa Pop T, which is going to be one of the many exclusives that Target is going to have on March 1st. Remember, that is going to be a big day at Target, and it's just a week away at this point. So yeah, make sure you are geared up for that if you're interested in any of those exclusives, which I did cover in previous videos. Now, I didn't realize that this had happened, but apparently Funko briefly lost the license for One Punch Man, but they do have it again. So if you've been waiting on more pops based off of One Punch Man, then, that could happen in the upcoming months. It does take a while, though, for a figure to be produced and everything. So I would give it at least 6 months or so before we probably hear anything legit about One Punch Man. We'll see what happens with it. Also, Funko does have the rights now for Hunter x Hunter as well, so we could see pops based off of that anime in the near future. Some more random information here. You see that there is a Jim Lee, Green Lantern, and Batman on the way as a GameStop exclusive, and this is a comic moment. Although, to be honest, I can't remember what moment or what comic that comes from. I can't remember if it's from the Hush comic. I know a lot of these have been based off of the Hush comic, because they had a lot of characters featured. But if you know exactly where that moment comes from, definitely let me know about it down in the comments. Also, you see here that there is a sale going on with GameStop. I don't have a picture necessarily to go along with this, but there is a sale going on with GameStop which starts on the 24th and should run through March 5th. and it's buy one get one 50% off at GameStop, and that is specifically for pops that are in stock. So that would be a good time to shop with GameStop. Also, there is a flocked Jollibee on the way. This one had been rumored previously, and then some people said it was false, and now it looks like it is legit, and this is going to release within the Philippines as a Funko Fanatic release. And as far as availability outside of the Philippines, if I learn anything, I'll definitely let you all know. And then it seems like there could be a Jollibee 2-pack on the way as well. Really not sure how legit that is. We'll just have to wait and see exactly what's going on with that. So I know that's very vague right now, but like I said, if I learn more information about what is going on with more Jollibee releases, then I will make sure that I update you all. If you are if you're a subscriber with Smuggler's Bounty and you have the bi-monthly subscription, then you may get a medal that is themed off of Boba Fett. Now, if you signed up for a full year with Smuggler's Bounty, then you could get this statue that you see here again based off of Boba Fett. So it just depends on what type of subscription you have. You could have one of these items on the way to you, and you may have received an email about it already by this point. Moving along here, focusing on Hot Topic exclusives, they did reveal on their latest Periscope that they do have a metallic genie pocket pop on the way, as well as a diamond collection genie. Both of these items will release next month in March. Also, I know some people have been wondering about Hula Lilo. She is finally going to release next week, Thursday, February 28th. She should be in store the morning of the 28th and then online by that night. Also, the Diamond Minnie Mouse is on the way, and that should be in stores by next week. You might see it, in the next few days here, but at least by, towards the end of next week, she should become available. And then Red Wing Robin should release within 2 weeks as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on with Hot Topic as usual. Okay, so now we're getting into what I know a lot of people have been waiting for me to touch on, and that is Emerald City ComicCon, which does begin on March 14th and it runs through the 17th. So the shared exclusives should become available on March 14th, and that would be in store and online. The exclusives may appear online late night on the 13th. So yeah, the 13th, you might want to stay up late and check the websites. I cannot tell you exactly what time the figures are going to go on each site. You just have to stay on your toes and keep checking. And of course, it helps to be a part of maybe a Facebook group, or follow certain accounts on Instagram. Just be alert basically, and people kind of help each other out on nights like that to let people know when figures have gone live on a particular site. And don't expect the figures to go live on every site at one time. It usually doesn't work out that way. So yeah, if you're interested in a lot of the figures, a lot of the exclusives, just be prepared to be very vigilant and to stay up late during that time. And that's, of course, if you are shopping online, specifically shopping online. And of course, online is the only way that you can get some of the exclusives. As far as the pricing is concerned, Funko tends to wait and share that information closer to the convention. So once I have that information, I will pass it along. And I do want everybody to keep in mind that this is a smaller convention than SDCC and NYCC. So that's why there's not a ton of figures that they have for the convention. Overall, I think the selection is decent, and I know some people would really like to see more of a selection, but you got to remember as well that Target is about to have their big day, which is only 2 weeks up before Emerald City ComicCon. There's a lot of exclusives there. Hot Topic has exclusives on the way, and then there's the general releases, the common releases as well. So, in terms of protecting your money basically and being careful with your money, I think it's actually a good thing that Emerald City Comic-Con isn't overloaded, but that's just my personal opinion on it. But enough about all that. Let's go ahead and get to the actual figures. Now, instead of splitting this up according to the waves that Funko put out, of course they have different waves like TV pops and movie pops, Marvel, DC, all of that. I decided to split this up according to where the figures are going to be available. So starting off with GameStop, GameStop is going to have the classic Thor, Gajeel with Dragon Scale from Fairy Tail, and General Ram from Gears of War. And I'm going to say this right now, if I mispronounce any characters' names by now, I've said it plenty of times. I do not know every single character that Funko produces. There's no way that I could, but I will do my best with the pronunciations. But yeah, those are the 3 characters that are going to be with GameStop. Out of those 3, I'm mainly interested in classic Thor. I do like General Ram, and I have some good memories of that first Gears of War game. I just don't think I would actually buy that for my collection though. But yeah, I think classic Thor looks pretty on point. With Entertainment Earth, they're just going to have Mr. Mxyzptlk, which I am really looking forward to that pop figure as well. Definitely want to add that to my collection because I'm a big DC fan, and that means I'm also going to pick up that Black Canary pop, which will be a Walgreens exclusive. So yeah, that's at least, 3 pops out of this, particular selection here that I am personally interested in. Moving along here, focusing on Hot Topic, they are going to have the 6-inch Porunga. Again, if I mispronounced it, forgive me for that, doing my best here. But they're going to have that 6-inch, figure based off of Dragon Ball Z. That one to me looks very cool. I really like the look of that one. I think it's going to be pretty popular. They're also going to have Karath in the Star Force suit. Of course, this is based off the upcoming Captain Marvel movie. I really do like that one. And I'm glad that character is getting another chance to shine because I feel like he was kind of underutilized and not super interesting in Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Diamond Hansu playing that character again. Also, you see here the shirtless Jaguar based off of Rick and Morty, which I'm familiar with the character, of course, because I'm a big Rick and Morty fan, but I don't know, the pop looks a little too plain for me personally, so I'm not really sure if I'll go for that one or not. And then they have the black and yellow Batman 5-star figure as well, which I like the look of it, but I'm not a big fan of 5-star figures necessarily. So let me move along here though to the Target exclusives, because they just have 2 exclusives. They have Michael Bolton and Samir from Office Space, which it might as well be a movie moment because it is based around a pretty classic scene there with them destroying that copier. And then also Huey, Dewey, and Louie action figure 3-pack is going to be with Target as well. So out of all these figures here, the only one I'm really interested in is Karath in the Star Force suit. And that one I still might only go for it if I really enjoy the Captain Marvel movie. Moving along here, something else that I think is going to be hugely popular, especially of course amongst Disney fans, is the Hyenas 3-pack based off of Lion King. I think these pops look very true to the characters, and the fact that they got all 3 of them together is very cool. So yeah, I think that's going to be very popular there. Also Amazon, and that is an Amazon exclusive. Amazon is also going to have Sombra with her glitch costume going on, and of course that's Sombra from Overwatch. Barnes & Noble is going to have 3 exclusives. They're going to have the Quidditch World Cup 3-pack. And by the way, I hadn't pointed this out yet, but if you're new to Emerald City Comic-Con, they put a lot of focus on the color green because it is Emerald City, so you'll notice that with a lot of the figures that they chose to focus on, that green is sort of a big deal. But again, with Barnes & Noble, they got the Quidditch World Cup 3-pack. They also have Grishnak from Lord of the Rings, and then the Tin Man plus Cowardly Lion vinyl 2-pack, which again, with it being Emerald City Comic-Con, I think it's no surprise that they got something from The Wizard of Oz. So out of these figures here, nothing for me personally, but I think there are some very cool designs here though. Next up with the Funko Shop, yeah, I think the Funko Shop is going to be pretty jammed up because they do have another Pillsbury Doughboy pop on the way with the Shamrock Cookie, and there was an image of this floating around previously, so it had been rumored. I think people weren't sure if that figure was legit or not, but yeah, there actually is a Pillsbury Doughboy on the way again with the Shamrock Cookie. Also, you see here Freddy Funko with Fish, and he's wearing the yellow pants there. I'm assuming this has something to do with the fishing industry up in the area where Emerald City Comic-Con actually is located. Maybe that's the influence there. Also, you see here Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I love that they have her there with that mallet based off of one of the fight scenes from the movie. I'm going to try to go for that, even though I really don't have a Scott Pilgrim collection, but I'm considering getting into it, even though I know I'm way late with it. And there may be some figures, that I can't afford, but I just love that movie too much to not give it a try at least. Also, you see here is Steve Zissou. I think I'm saying that name right. I might be a little bit off with that, but it's Bill Murray's character from that Wes Anderson movie. Also, they have here, again, focusing on Scott Pilgrim versus the World, they have a Pez 3-pack. You do get these 3 together there of the 3 main characters. And then they also had this Bombshell Starfire Rock Candy, which I like the look of that. I'm a fan of the Rock Candy figure, so that might be one that I go for as well. Like I said, you know, overall with the Funko Shop, I think just off of Pillsbury Doughboy alone, that I think the site is going to be kind of busy when these figures do go live. And then next here, wrapping up the exclusives for Emerald City Comic Con with FYE, they're going to have a diamond variant of Carmen Sandiego. They're going to have the Green Ranger Funkos, and then they're going to have a skateboard deck based off the Big Lebowski, which I think that is pretty cool because I'm a huge fan of the Big Lebowski. Also here with Walmart, you see that they have just one exclusive, Void from The Incredibles 2, and I think Void was one of the best new characters out of that movie. I actually hope to see Void make a return if they do an Incredibles 3, which I think they should. And then with Box Lunch, they have just one exclusive, Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. Now, as far as convention only exclusives, you see these three to the right here. There is another Freddy Funko with Fish. Of course, he has on different colored pants, and I think even the fish looks a little bit different if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that one is convention only. Then they have the Lime Sour Patch Kid, and they also have Fendu Chomp, and this is the blue variant of him. So with the Emerald City Comic Con only exclusives, they're basically variants of Pops that will be available outside of the con. Although, you know, with the Lime Sour Patch Kids, some people may say that's different, you know, but I mean, obviously you could get the other Sour Patch Kids, you know, as well. But so I feel like there's not a big miss if you can't make it to the convention. I think Funko made some smart choices here with their exclusives. Definitely want to hear your feedback though, what you think about Emerald City Comic Con selection overall. And like I said before, I know it's not a huge selection, but do remember there's a lot of Target exclusives on the way. There's Hot Topic exclusives on the way. So, you know, just think about the money that you're going to be spending in the month of March and where you want that money to go to. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this edition of Funko News. As always, I want to hear what figures you're interested in picking up. You know, if you saw things in this video that you're interested in, and just in general, what are you trying to hunt down right now? Definitely let me know down in the comments. Also, as always, please make sure you drop a like on the video. That does help the video out, and share the video as well. That would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this edition of Funko News. You all take care, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.